I don't think Gangsta and Baby is real brothers. Yeah, I think that's all cap. If they is, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Whatever. But you know how you would have people like your homeboy, y'all acclaim brothers and shit. You would or if you would have like your step brothers or something like that, and y'all would be real close. You would claim that as your real brother. That's like me and my step brother, my daddy wife's son. Like we not blood brothers, but I love him like a brother. For real. Like I put in that work for that boy. If something ever happened to him, we've been around each other since we was both little niggas, but we ain't come from the same seed. We don't have the same mother or father, but you can't tell us that we ain't brothers. And I think that's like with Baby and Gangster. I don't think them dudes real brothers, man. You know, and the main reason why I think that because Gangsta ain't got no stories about Mr. Johnny. See, I had watched a documentary on Mr. Johnny before, and that's Baby Daddy. Baby looked just like the nigga Mr. Johnny. And then when I seen BG Derrick mama, she looked just like the nigga Mr. Johnny. And you come from your father's seed, you gonna have some type of resemblance to your father. Gangster don't look like them. You know what I mean? But I think they keeping that they brothers thing going just for media, you know? And I mean that's cool, but I don't think they gotta lay the mustard on it all the time like they real brothers, man. Because even in the interview with Fat even said like them niggas brothers. Like I ain't know that. Like Fat and I've been around them niggas since '93. You feel me? So he ain't get the memo. Like I know he seen them niggas around in the studio or around each other and shit like that. Like you would know who a nigga brother is. That's just like me and my brother. My real brother, like he wasn't even around me all my life all the time. Like he was around all my life, but he was gone. He used to be gone out of town doing his own thing and get money and shit. Then when he came back to Detroit, I was 14, you know, and niggas who ain't know him when he came around, they like, damn, that's your brother. Like, yeah, but you already knew. We looked at the same. We got the same mama and shit. We had the same house. We got the same grandmama. We had the same parties and shit, at the same holidays. A person, people who knew me and didn't know him automatically knew that was my brother from the way how we was around each other. So, like I was saying about y'all fat and them, like, even if y'all fat ain't know they was brothers, and then once they got around each other and said they was brothers, y'all fat would have knew. Because he would have seen them around his family and shit like that. So I don't think them niggas real brothers because in the documentary they said Mr. Johnny was a good man and had some money too. Like they said that nigga owned a restaurant and a store and all type a bar. He owned a bar. All that shit was connected to each other. Gladys Bar or something like that. So but when Gangster he talk about his history, he always say his mama always did for him. He be like, my mama always took care of me. And in one interview, he said, on one of his memories, he said he got a brother by a different daddy, and him and his other brother or something like that, other siblings got the same daddy. but he ain't mentioned Mr. Johnny. You know what I mean? That shit look kind of fishy to me. You know, if y'all ain't brothers, man, just stop all that capping, man. Y'all niggas just go ahead and tell the truth. Like, man, this ain't my brother, but you know, we cool. Like we was cool like that. We was tight like brothers, like, or it'd be like, yeah, my mama used to mess with his daddy, or baby could say my daddy used to mess with his mama, and then we got tight, cause that type of shit happen. Like, nigga, you would get, man, my my little my little step brother, that's like my brother on the east side. You know, even his cousins and shit. We don't claim that we step cousins. We claim that we real cousins. We've been rocking since I was 11 or 12. My daddy moved on the east side. I wasn't even 12 yet. I was 11. I was, when I met them, and they was a few years younger than me. And I'm over their house every weekend or for the whole summer, and I was the big brother role over there. So to this day, I claim them, my little sisters and brothers on the east side. I claim them as real, like them. They're my brothers and sisters. I love them, but in reality, like we ain't got the same mother or father. But sometimes blood ain't thicker than water. You feel me? So ain't nothing wrong with that, man. But y'all ain't gotta lay it on like y'all brothers, man. Cause you ain't gangster. You ain't got no stories about Mr. Johnny. Now, if it is, I'm wrong. It might be. They said Mr. Johnny got 20 some kids. So shit, you might do be some, and he might not did take to his kids like he took to some, or like some mothers. Them it's some mothers out here don't let the father see the kids and shit like that. Like I got another son. I got another son and another daughter. But the I had two daughters. One of them passed with two new daughters. Other than my other two, I had two new daughters, and one passed away when she was a little baby, 5 months. But I got another daughter that's out here. She like 10 years old, and her mama just totally erased me out the girl life. You know what I mean? And put another nigga as her daddy. You know. So when women do that type of shit, where they won't let you see your kids or something because you ain't never went with them or nothing. Like my little son, my baby mama don't let me see that nigga every blue moon. She might feel right, you know what I mean, and bring him around and let me see him. I done took the blood test for him and everything. That's straight up my son, and she still be holding him back from me. And a lot of females been doing that for a lot of years. So maybe that might be the case with Mr. Johnny and them. But I did see a documentary on Mr. Johnny, and his kids love him. You know what I mean? He take care of them, so I can't see no difference for Giggity unless his mama ain't let him, or unless Giggity just ain't told no stories about Mr. Johnny. But that'll crush it all right there. If he come like, man, Mr. Johnny, my daddy, nigga, I used to go up to the store, nigga, he give me a couple $100, and he looked out for me my whole life. That'll kill it right there. Like, nigga, oh, you is a nigga, brother. But, that, that's look like some cap shit. Y'all niggas don't want to be capping, man. Cause y'all put it out here that y'all real niggas and real street niggas and all that. It shouldn't be nothing to cap about. Like, that's that's the main thing of my channel. I tell the truth about what everything I'm talking about. Cause why would I talk about it? This shit ain't for no entertainment. If y'all put memories out here, it's supposed to be the truth. I ain't on here to make up no bullshit. And if it's some shit I can't talk about that I gotta lie about, I'm just not gonna talk about it. That's some lame ass shit. I ain't gonna, fuck with. We grown as hell. I'm 40 years old. Fuck, I'm finna come lying for on some shit for that shit lame. One thing I knew about the truth, I like to hurt people's feelings, and I know the truth will. When I figured that out when I was young, that's when I stopped all that motherfucking lying. you be lying to spare people feelings, but I had got into the truth to hurt people feelings. I'm like, fuck it, nigga, that's what it is. You know? I tell the truth to my hoe. I can't even lie to no bitch or to my even when I had a wife. If I fuck with a hoe, she asked me, I used to be like, hell yeah, I hit that bitch. Shit. I ain't just spare your feelings. Fuck it. It is what it is. We can break up. So shit, we gonna be on here telling the truth. Tell the truth, man. Fuck that shit. But if he is your father, I understand that, and you and baby is brothers. But I don't see it. I don't believe it, man. That shit seem like some cap to me.